we were talking about it in a group chat offline, and actually, you know what? I'm going to end the episode talking about toys. There's been a thought going out about, is toy hunting dying? Is toy collecting dying? Things of that nature. And I'm not going to say that it's dying. I disagree with that idea, because we're all going to still want to collect in some way, shape, or form. I think our buying habits are changing. So, for example, Omega Prime here, 250. For 250, you get 3 figures that I'm speculating here you've not had before in the current standard of Transformers figures. So people break it down, 3 figures, 250, can't get these otherwise. I'm probably not going to buy another Omega Prime, so I'll go for it. The Hot Toys side of things, right? Let's go to sideshow.com once it loads. So right now we have this new Superior Spider-Man suit coming out, right? This one was what, $255, $285? I think we're at the point now where for a lot of us, I'd rather spend $285 on a dope Spider-Man figure than spend $25 multiple times on repaints of the same figure, if I'm a fan of Superior Spider-Man. So I think that's where the toy industry is going, because of prices, because of where we're at now with just the overall cost of things. So, we're talking Star Wars here. Ahsoka $255. I'm trying to see if there's a picture with all the accessories. If these are the only accessories, then this is not a good example. So example. But if you want a good Ahsoka figure, right, you can buy at 25, maybe even 30 times, or $30 at times. You can buy like Ahsoka from Clone Wars, Ahsoka from the first season of Clone Wars, Ahsoka from The Mandalorian, Ahsoka from her own show. Like you can buy all these different versions of Ahsoka at like 25 a pop that are kind of the same. Or you're like, you know what? I'm going to buy this version. Big fan of the season. Comes with these accessories, larger format, cloth material. That's probably where you're at. So I talked about it with EC on last week's Heritage Live. I just think that now we're at a point where collectors are like, where's the biggest bang for my buck? And do I really need another version of something I already have that costs more than the previous version? I think the toy industry has done it to itself. So like right now, if I'm like, I want another Iron Man figure, unless that Iron Man Mark II that's in Target goes down to $10, maybe this would be my next Iron Man, because it's going to be the only Iron Man I need. I just want one really solid figure with some dope accessories, looks like Robert Downey Jr., posable, lights, all that stuff. I'll just buy this. Iconic scene. And then I don't need to buy another Iron Man again. So That's where I think we're at. I think we're going this route. And it doesn't have to be Hot Toys, right? It could be a really good NECA figure. It could be a really good Mondo figure. It could be a really good Super 7 figure, right? But I think everybody's going towards, or will begin going down the road of, one really good version of a character I like, with few exceptions out there, and of course clearance being an exception. But 25, 30 a pop ain't gonna happen. That's gonna start to go. I also disagree that it's dying, because at the end of the day, it's still kind of fun to go say like, all right, I'm gonna take a drive, hit up 2 Targets, hit up 2 Walmarts, and just walk the aisles and see what's there. See if there's something new. See what's selling. See what's not selling. Seeing what comes with the new version of blank. That's still fun at the end of the day. But I think we're weaning off of, oh, I'm buying this one because it looks cool. I might, yeah, why not? I think that's done. Especially, and I show this example on Undisputed. You know, I always wanted a steel figure. And this figure from McFarlane, only $20. It sucks. This is not a good figure at all. He needs to be on the base to stand up. The cape is plastic. But at the moment, it's turned me off from McFarlane, because now I don't trust you on any of the figures. I'm sure not going to buy another steel from you thinking the next one is better than this one. Like, now I have it. Now I have a steel. So I'm good there. There's no reason to go randomly pick up another $20. I'll take a shot at it, see if it's good. No. If we come down to $15 once again on a lot of these things, maybe. But I don't think it's dying. I think our habits are going to change, and are changing in real time. People are budgeting more. People are realizing things aren't reselling like they used to. So let me go back up here. Where was I? Premium was saying no gimmicks, please. You're right. Yeah. Yep. Straight heat on that one. What did JB say that people were like, Oh, JB said, I lost out on the AEW CM Punk 1 of 5,000 chase. I was first in Target this morning, but I stopped to get coffee. Yep. You messed up there. Sadly, it's not dying. It's definitely injured. Yeah. I was with the wife. Hopefully he was at the Starbucks. There you go. Because Hasbro, I got back into building Gunpla and SH. Yeah. Because that's the thing. We still want to buy things, and we still want to hit nostalgia. We still want all those stuff. But you've priced out. All the major brands have priced out our desire and want to complete waves, to buy more variants, to buy repaints. I talked about this. I got to find that video. I keep saying it. I got to find it. There was a episode on my vlog channel that when it became toy hunting, where I mentioned as gas prices were going up in 2021, I was like, I can go randomly buy this wave of, that may have been like the Apocalypse wave at that point, or the Bone Breaker wave. It may have actually been Bone Breaker. Like, I was thinking about it. I was like, do I need these figures? Not really, but it's a cool build a figure. I've never had that before. Or I can fill up my truck and buy some groceries, because that's how much the prices have raised on those figures, that I can buy a wave or I can survive. I choose to survive. I choose to go to work. And they've only gone up since. The I still, just to make sure I'm not talking on my ass here, I still don't own a Superman action figure. I don't own any. I would love to have a Superman action figure, but to me, they're all mid for $25. They're 15, maybe I'd grab a couple. But right now, I'm waiting for one Superman figure. I'm just waiting for one. That will be, if ever, they retool a Christopher Reeve Superman in motion picture hot toy. Once I have that, good. I'm good. If McFarlane Superman figures were $15 on sale for like $10, maybe I'd grab a couple. I would debate it. Otherwise, I'm good. And he's my favorite hero. Spoiler alert here: Superman's my favorite superhero. I just don't have any because I've not seen one that's worth the price point to me. Articulation's not there. Face sculpts are not there. It's not my version of Superman. So as things have raised in price, I've been least likely to purchase a Superman. Iron Man 2.0 is dope. Yeah. Yep. I don't think it's dying. There's stuff out there. We just got to put in the work to find it. Yeah, and a new line, right? Like the Jada Toys Street Fighter figures. That's fun and new. At $25, you get a bunch of accessories. But like at $25, are you going to complete the entire wave? The entire series? Handful of people out there. Because you, just like with the movies, you got to get casuals to go and get stuff. Without casuals, you're not going to succeed. And even something like Jada Toys, I think $25 is too much for a casual person to say I'm going to buy more than one. Like maybe, I'll use my cousin as an example. Or actually, no, I'll use Josh, the casual nerd. Maybe he's at Target with his wife and 3 kids, sees a Ryu and the whole line, and it's like, whoa, that's so cool. I'm not buying it. It's $25. And his wife is like, oh, did you like that as a kid? And he's like, yeah, I used to like Ryu, favorite character, play with him all the time. She takes mental note. His birthday rolls around. She picked that up. Like that's how casuals are getting the stuff because they're too expensive. But if you, just like Super 7, if the price point was lower, he sees that, he's like, hey, it's only $15. Come on. And she's like, all right. And he's like, well, I need Ken too. $30 to get 2, But it's the volume is decreasing already for these companies. You guys are seeing it when you're out there. Weeks on end where shelves are light, empty. It's not because they're selling. They're just not shipping. Agreed. There's lots of toys on the shelves. Depends on what you're into. Tons of stuff like the Ninja Turtle movie figures. They're not moving. And what's crazy is even as I listen to the Hasbro earnings call and hear the questions, as I watch the news specials on toys, they still think the primary audience on some of these are kids when it comes to movie and TV related stuff. They still think it's kids. But I also think we don't take up that big of a market because they don't talk about us either. Like on the earnings call, Nerf, Play-Doh, Transformers, Bakugan, Monopoly, Wizards of the Coast. That's the stuff they're talking about. No talk of action figures, no talk of Star Wars, no talk of Marvel, G.I. Joe. No talk of G.I. Joe. Who was it? On Yakking with Yukon. The guest this week was like, oh, I'm surprised. I think that was it. Or maybe I'm thinking of somebody else, but I think it was on that show where it was said, with the success of Classified, they're surprised that we haven't had a new G.I. Joe movie or TV show. They're selling to the market, but I think our market's very small. And that's why it doesn't put as much of a dent that they're like, oh, there's a movie opportunity here. Maybe. That's a speculation, but I'll go back to this example. Screen share. You know, if I'm Hasbro and I'm like, oh, should we invest in a new adult themed Transformers show? Oh, let's see how many hardcores are out there. Oh, there's only 14,000. Let's do another Bluey season. You know? So we're a small pocket. But I don't know. It's so interesting. The whole thing is interesting. I don't think it's dying. I think we're just revising, but we're also probably just a smaller market than we realize. Toy hunting will never die, as EC mentioned the other night. I agree. Where our buying habits were changing, and to me, this is all normal. We refocus and we re-engage, and that's normal. Yeah. Those drives to my local Walmart and Target get me out of the office for lunch. Even when I come up empty, I'm outside. Yeah. It's still fun. It's still a fun activity. After show on my channel, my new Toy Hunt airs at 9 a.m. Oh, it's already on now. Sorry about that. I'll end it now. Yeah. 16 stores, Super Sunday Hunt in upload. Hopefully up later. 16 stores. If you have less than 10 items, JB, you may prove the point of our buying habits are changing. But it's still a fun activity. Quitting and making PR for now. What was that about? New auto mutation playmates hitting target. I'm on the hunt. Have you seen them yet? Yesterday, Leo and Raph. I don't know which ones those are. Geek Strong says modern toys made me love collecting vintage even more. Yeah. That's wild. 16. McFarlane can't make a Superman figure to save his life. Yeah, he's got to slow down his volume. His volume is out of control. Out of control. Yeah, and that's an old figure. Like, I need a new one. I don't even have the old one. I want my definitive Christopher Reeve figure. The only good thing about the Jada Street Fighters is they don't flood the market with 5 figures in a wave or a new wave every month. They have been spacing them out, sort of offset the cost, helped to offset the costs. 1,000%. 1,000%. We were talking about that offline about NECA, right? Like, I don't have an issue buying NECA figures as much because it's like once every like 3, 4, 5 months. I haven't bought a NECA turtle figure for myself since the VHS 4-pack for Turtles 3. So yeah, if I see Raph, Last Ronin Raph out there, I might pick it up. I don't feel as bad. If I see Earl from Dinosaurs, I'll pick him up. But I also know that there's nothing else coming out that I'm going to have to get from NECA. Oh, Alex Murphy. Again, I'm good on RoboCop now. Like, I don't need any other RoboCop figures. All set. Last night, yakking with Zach Jack Dan. We say it all the time. Where's G.I. Joe movies, cartoons, and series? Again, to that Transformers example, I'm thinking that even though we are buying the stuff, there's not enough of us buying it where they're like, oh, there's really something here for a wide scale thing. Speculating. I literally thought of this today listening to that episode. So we'll see. Right now, NECA about every 4 months. Yeah, that's a good cadence. Every couple months, something new, pick it up. Good to go. All right, that's a wrap. Can somebody throw in EC's link into the comments so we can check out his premiere? Sorry I went into overtime today. Yeah, I figured day off. Why not? But thank you guys for being here. Thank you for watching.